Hey, how you doing today? My name is Keith, GQ Smooth Films 2026, and today's film documentary is called Today's Generation Part 7. Now, I've done so many videos on today's generation because I don't sugarcoat anything. I tell it like it is, I tell the truth, I tell facts. So in this documentary I'm doing today, I'm not sugarcoating nothing. I'm telling it like it is when it comes to family, when it comes to relationships, marriages, friendships, co-workers, police brutality, fake love, fake people, fake person, fake loyalty, fake smiles, fake hugs, fake handshakes, the fake world we live in today, today's music, today's reality shows. I'm here to talk about God's house, the people that walks into God's house, because church is secondary to where the people come there to gossip. They come there to judge you. They come there to talk about you. They come there to size you up. They come there to flirt, get numbers, talk about people, basically. They're not there for the right reason, and the right reason is God. That's why people go to God's house, to learn more about Him. Um, I'm here to talk about fake foods, fast food. I'm here to talk about drugs. I'm here to talk about everything, the whole shebang. I'm here to talk about everything that's making this world that we live in a bad place to live in, you know what I'm saying? Because of bad people. But there's good people out there, but it's more bad than good. And that's a shame. I'm here to talk about people that envy you because of who you are. I'm here to talk about people that's jealous of you because of who you are, what you've accomplished in your life, who you are as a person. It don't even have to be because of your job status. It can be because of your aura, your vibe, your energy, your spirit, your soul. I'm here to talk about every single thing. I'm here to talk about everything. You know what I mean? Starting with family. Now, when it comes to family, family ain't really family no more like it used to be. You know, family used to call you. They used to see how you doing, see how your well-being's doing. Uh, they used to call you just to say, "Hey, how you doing? I love you," or call you just to say, "Hey, I was thinking about you, and just thought I'd give you a call and let you know I love you, fam," and stuff like that. Um, Family used to be family, but this day and age, social media has taken over. Just today's generation in general has taken over when it comes to family shit because family ain't really family no more like it used to be. You know what I mean? We don't have Sunday dinners no more. We don't get along no more. We don't call one another no more. We don't call to say I love you anymore. We don't know how to put on genuine smiles anymore. All these smiles that family put on is fake. Um, Family ain't family no more. Family talk about you. They size you up. They look you up and down, and they judge you. They gossip about you behind your face, or behind your back rather, and shit in your face. It's always I'm busy, I'm busy, I'm busy when it comes to family. You know what I mean? But an hour later, you'll see them on social media, or you'll see them out and about, or you'll see them with people that's fraud like them. You know what I mean? So um, family ain't family no more like it used to be. You know what I mean? Family was family you know, when back in the day was, saying was content, down to earth, laid back. You know, back in the day was more of a generation because it was so um, content. It was more genuine. People had genuine feelings. People had genuine love for you when it comes to family back in the day. But it's not like that no more. You know, family don't call, family don't show, family don't text, family don't do anything. You know, family don't care about you no more. And the only time family get together is if there's some sort of funeral in progress or something. Whenever there's a funeral or whatever, that's when you see all the family members get together. Hey, how you doing? I love you, and all this stuff. But before a funeral, You don't see the families at all. So when it comes to friendships, friendships ain't friendships no more like it used to be. You got friends that's backstabbing you back, backstabbing you in the back, stabbing you in the back, talking about you, laughing at you, laughing about your accomplishments, hoping for you to fail, basically, preying on your downfall because they're jealous. They envy you because you're different from them. You're different when it comes to today's society. So friends aren't even friends no more now. There's friends out there that's been friends for 20, 30, 40 years. Congratulations to those type of friendships or whatever. But I'm talking about the friends that don't really care about you. They don't care about your job. They don't care about you, your health. They don't care about you at all. They talk about you. They put you on the spot and they talk about you behind your back to other people. You know what I mean? They act fake. They act fraud. They're two-faced. A lot of friends are like that. They call you their friend, but when you turn your back, they're talking about you to other people. It could be other friends, it could be family members, it could be coworkers, it could be anybody. But friends aren't friends anymore like it used to be back in the day. Friends aren't friends anymore. Some people can have a 10-year friendship or whatever and stab you in the back over cheating on your friendship with somebody that they're with in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Your friends aren't friends anymore like it used to be. You know what I'm saying? Not like it used to be. And, it's a shame that you see a lot of people making videos like this talking about this type of subject because that's what's going on in today's generation. Some people don't have the guts to talk about what I'm talking about, but I'm gonna talk about it because I don't sugarcoat nothing. I don't sugarcoat anything. I tell it like it is, and that's the problem. People despise you because you do speak facts and truth about what's going on in the world and today's society and today's generation. You get hated on for being real, uh, but you get love for being fake. Now, when it comes to relationships, relationships ain't what it used to be no more. Relationships, I remember back in my grandma and grandfather days and my mom and dad days, those were really relationships. Now, people back in the day done their wrongdoings, but it was very rare for people to do their wrongdoings when it comes to relationships. It was very rare, but for the most part, relationships were relationships back in the day. Relationships were relationships back in the day. People rarely cheated. People rarely did infidelity and secrecy and being sneaky and all that stuff. It was very rare for a couple to do that. Judging from what I've seen, judging from the stories that I've heard, um, and it's a shame that when you are committed to someone in a relationship, they have to go out and cheat because of a problem, maybe an argument, maybe a disagreement. So somebody would go to another person for comfort and refuge. Um, but what you understand is the person that you're going to don't care about what you're going through in your relationship. All they care about is sex. They don't care about what you're going through. So that's why I say, man, relationships, aren't relationships no more. When you are in a relationship, just talk the problem out, and then boom, there you go. Everything's all good. But this day and age, people want to cheat. People want to have people on their cell phones that they're having sex with, or talking to on the phone, or flirting with over the phone, or phone calls, or late night phone calls. So um, it's crazy. It's crazy how relationships are relationships no more like it used to be. People cheating, infidelity, all that. People that call people their friends, but those aren't your friends. Like I say, a woman in a relationship shouldn't be having any male friends. That's unheard of because either she's attracted to him or he's attracted to her. They're attracted to each other. And you know what's after that when two people are attracted. It's like, especially when you are in a relationship and you have a male friend that you call your friend. No, that's not a friend. Because either y'all had some sort of intimacy and then it didn't work out. So now y'all decided to remain friends. That's what's going on when a woman says that she has male friends or he's like a brother, he's like a cousin, he's like a family member. No, no, I don't believe that. There's a lot of people that stands on what I'm saying when it comes to what I'm saying because in this generation, no. You know, when a woman says that in this generation, either they've been intimate in the past or they're attracted to each other and they have some sort of sneakiness going on behind the relationship that she's in. Um, so relationships aren't relationships no more. People, there's a lot of manipulation when it comes to relationships. There's a lot of cheating, backstabbing, bullshit going on, drama, infidelity, talking about one another, jealous of one another when it comes to a relationship. Relationships, no, there's no more commitments anymore. You know, people, relationships are now social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you know, any, uh, you know, social media or whatever. Those are people's relationships now. You know, people are more committed to social media than their own live relationships, and that's sad. Um, it's crazy. So um, there's a lot of people in relationships don't take accountability either for their actions. When they do wrong, they put the blame on you because they don't want to look themselves in the mirror because of their wrongdoings or what they did wrong in a relationship. So what they'll do is manipulate that person or put all the blame on that person so they won't have to take the blame for themselves for what they did wrong in relationships. You know what I mean? So it's just sad, man. It's really sad that, you know, you have a lot of people that cheat, you know. And another thing when it comes to relationships, you know, you have a cell phone and you lay the cell phone flat on the side, the screen side. The only reason why, you know, some women do that is because they don't want you to see the notifications pop up from a guy that they're sleeping with or talking to or flirting with or, you know, being a sneaky link with or having some sort of infidelity or intimacy with. You know what I'm saying? And then when it comes to guys, you know, guys, um, you have a lot of men in this generation that are insecure, weak, beta, simp men in this generation that cheat, you know what I'm saying, because they're insecure, you know what I'm saying? And you have a lot of men that that in order to get validation and attention from women, they go on social media and flash some money, flash cars, and flash shoes and clothes and jewelry, and talk about God. But then on the other hand, you'll see stuff where a guy or guys that are doing the opposite when it comes to God and showing off their bodies, showing off, you know, their bodies and skins and muscles and so forth, is because those type of guys are insecure men. They're insecure. So, where's my water? So, in order to get attention from other women, you have to show off cars, clothes, jewelry, money, and so forth to get the attention of women. That is not a strong man. For all the men that's watching this video, whoever watching this video right now, when it comes to a man like that, he is not a man. He's trying to get validation and attention from other women to feel whole, to feel important, because he knows deep down inside he's not a man. He's insecure within himself. He's an insecure dude. I'm telling you right now. So for the women out there that are following a man like that on social media, or in the world, or in public, for the women out there, you don't want to go for a man like that, because a man like that, he's insecure, and when you get into a relationship with him, he's not going to be a strong man. He's going to be the follower. You're going to be the leader, and that's unheard of. When it comes to a man in a relationship, he's supposed to be the leader. She's supposed to follow him, especially when he's on the right direction in life. And I ain't talking about just a job or anything like that. Every man has a job. You know, I'm talking about when it comes to your leadership, when it comes to your mind, your soul, your spirit, your aura, your mindset. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. Being a strong man. And I ain't talking about the muscles and the money. No. I'm talking about when it comes to your mind. That's the strongest muscle when it comes to a man, is your mindset, your mind. When it comes to marriages, marriages aren't marriages anymore. You know, there's a lot of marriages out here that people are, and especially women, because, and then you have men that are ruining relationships, but marriages, but that's very rare for a man to ruin a marriage, because he's putting all his assets into that marriage. You know, he put the ring into that marriage that he bought the woman. He's putting his money into it. He's putting all his might and everything that he has within his possession into that marriage. So why would he put everything into that marriage just to ruin it, just to ruin the marriage? You know what I mean? But there's maybe 2% of men in marriages that are ruining marriages, but there's the other 98% of marriages, people that are in marriages, the woman is ruining the marriages. It's because of cheating, infidelity, hiding, sneaky, um, attitude, not taking accountability, manipulating. Um, and the first and foremost thing is because money, financial gain, you know, benefits, money. And it's a shame that women out here are getting married just for paper, just for money, you know. And the thing is, some women out there know why they want to get married. It ain't because of the love either. I think it's mostly, I think love is involved to a certain extent, but I think it's more of the money, finances. And I think that is because of people that she's talking to about her problems in her marriage, like maybe aunties, daughters, grandma. It can be family, it could be friends, it could be coworkers, it can be anybody that she knows that's putting all those bad seeds into her head about um, what the marriage should be like and what you should do when it comes to your marriage, knowing that the marriage is already intact, like the marriage is going good. Everybody has their problems when it comes to marriage, but you know, when a person is jealous, I'm basically saying this to the women out there that are married. When it comes to your girlfriends or anybody in your family or friendship that see that you're happy in a marriage, and they see that you're happy with this guy, your husband, even a boyfriend, when when your girlfriends, or it could be a family member or family members, that they see that you're happy in your marriage or relationship, they're gonna try to do everything they can to sabotage that relationship because they want to be where you are right now. And the reason they're not where you are right now is because of them. There's something inside them that is evil, manipulating, attitude, want to be the boss, their ego. So what they'll do is try to ruin that woman's relationship or marriage because they're jealous of that relationship or marriage. They envy it. You know what I'm saying? So some people, when it comes to a woman being in a relationship or marriage, some people will pretend to be happy for that woman that is married or in a relationship, but it's just to suit their agenda, make themselves look good when that married woman or the woman that's in a relationship is around. But once she turns her back, you have people that is jealous of her relationship or marriage talking about her, talking about the relationship, talking about her, talking about the guy that she's with. So, and you can tell through vibes and energy who's really happy for that woman in that relationship. You can tell through vibe. You don't have to tell through words. You can tell through vibes and energy whether that person is happy for that woman's relationship or marriage. So there's a lot of people that aren't happy for women that are married or in the relationships. But as I said before, when it comes to marriage, there's a lot of women also that are ruining relationships and marriages themselves other than their friends and family members because of their nasty attitude, manipulating the man, talking about the man, over talking the man, cheating on the man, flirting with other guys, talking to other guys, and then the money. It's all about the money. That's why women ruin marriages because it's all about the money. And if a woman can easily divorce a man, husband, because of an argument, she was never there for him in the first place. She was never there for the marriage in the first place. She was there for the money because she knew that Uncle Sam is going to be behind her 100%. The government is going to be behind her 100%. The court system is going to be behind her 100%. So she know what she's doing and whatever. You know, I want a divorce. Why? Over an argument, over this and that, something that can be fixed, something that could have been avoided, but she don't care about that because she's looking at your finances, your money. She knows what you do for a living, so all your assets is going to go to her. Half of what you got goes to her. She knows this. She knows this. So I ain't saying all marriages are like that, but the majority of marriages are like that. But you got some marriages that are intact, they've been together for 20, 30, 40 years, even 50 years. Congratulations to the couples that have been married for all those years. And whenever they get into a problem, you fix it like that. Now, when it comes to police brutality, there's a lot of police brutality going on where people are getting killed for no reason. Innocent people are getting shot and killed for no reason because of their skin color. It's crazy how this shit been going on since the early 60s. And it's crazy how police brutality is still intact, man, and it's a shame that, you have to kill a human being because of their color. But there's a lot of that going on. There's a lot of where a man could be sitting down minding his own business and a police officer can, walk up to him just trying to start shit with him because of his skin color. He didn't probably do anything wrong. It's probably just his skin color. And it goes for a woman too, because of her skin color. She get shot, she get beat up, she get racially profiled because of her color. So there's a lot of that going on, then and now, as we speak, and it's a shame. I want to talk about fake food. You got a lot of fake food out here. People eating all this fast food, fake food that's killing the communities, killing the black communities, killing all communities. It's killing you because you don't really know what's in that fast food. And I used to do it, eat fast food, but now I'm on a different path. I'm on a more different spiritual, healthy path of eating healthy fruits, vegetables, salmon, chicken, fish, tofu, stuff like that, water, lemon water, different fruit waters, and stuff like that. So it's just something that's going to rejuvenate the body instead of rejuvenating it. You know what I mean? So we all got to learn that stuff is really not good for you. You think because it tastes good is good for you. So I have a motto: everything that tastes good ain't really good for you. Everything that don't taste good is good for you, because the things that don't taste good is more vitamins, more zinc, more biotin, more vitamin B12 and all that stuff, such as spinach is not really flavorful unless you add things to it, but it's good for you. You know what I mean? Yeah, so, food ain't food no more. That's why you have to learn how to eat foods that's really good for you so you can rejuvenate the body, energize the body, make you feel good, make your skin glow, make your teeth whiter, you know what I'm saying? Make your eyes brighter than what it is. You can see better. Carrots, stuff like that, broccoli. You know what I'm saying? Water, because your body's a temple, so it's good to drink water every day. Food ain't food no more. So leave that fast food shit alone. Leave all that junk food alone, all that stuff, because it's not good for you. All it's doing is killing you, giving you diabetes, high blood pressure, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's not good for you. Cancer, it's not good for you. But there's a lot of people that's not going to tell you what's good for you at all. But see, I like to give people the hidden gems of what's good for you. I can sit down and talk to you about what's good for you. You know what I mean? So, but the people that listening to what I'm saying, y'all know what I'm talking about. But food ain't good for you. Fast food ain't good for you. Today's food is not food anymore, except for the food that's good for you is food. You know what I'm saying? So, and food is more of your medicine than medicine itself. Yeah. First there's food and then medicine. But first and foremost, food is really your medicine. Food is your medicine. So when it comes to you see nurses this day and age. I want to talk about this too, because I seen something on YouTube where this guy was talking about this. You see a bunch of nurses this day and age trying to sleep with the surgeons, the doctors, by wearing tight scrubs and tight shirts and showing off their bodies, their asses and breasts and vagina print. They're doing it to impress the other guys, sleep with the other guys, cheat on their boyfriends, cheat on their husbands, to get validation and attention. You see it all the time in hospitals, clinics, and all that. Because that's all they have to offer other than their job is sex and showing off their body and trying to get attention from other men. But what do you have to what else do you have to go with that body? Do you have a mind to go with that body? Do you have spirituality to go with that body? Do you have self-awareness to go with that body? Do you have wellness to go with that body? Do you have a great mindset to go with that body? If you don't, then you're not worth talking to. You're not even worth looking at, because you're trying to flaunt your body to get attention from other men. So all you telling yourself into the world is that that's all you have to offer is your body. So that's unacceptable. So I'm just trying to, peep game. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to give you the hidden gems when it comes to that. But that's a woman you don't really want to mess with because she's all about validation and attention within the healthcare field and the hospital field and clinic field. So she's not even worth talking to, wifing up, or being with. Um, so when it comes to fake loyalty, people aren't loyal no more when it comes to relationships, marriages, friendships, family ships. But there are some people that are loyal. But I'm saying the majority of people aren't loyal because they're doing their wrongdoings. They don't know the definition of loyalty. They know the definition of disloyalty. You know what I mean? So that's the world we live in today. There's no loyalty, there's no values, there's no structure, there's no morals. No structure, no values, no morals in this generation at all. All people see is drama, chaos, bullshit, talking about one another, jealous of one another. That's all they know. Jealousy. Jealousy, envy, hate, evilness, deceitfulness, connivingness. That's what people strive on. People don't strive on peace, love, and harmony anymore. And that's my signature. Peace, love, and harmony is what I embrace, what I endure. And you don't really see that no more. Maybe in a few people, low percentage, but the rest of the people, they act like peace, love, and harmony is some sort of disease because they love the manipulation, they love the cheating, they love the drama, they love that stuff. They love the killing, the robberies going on in this generation. That's messed up. People killing one another, robbing one another, child pornography. And I can't stand a sick ass man, teenager, whatever, that strive off of child pornography. They need to go straight to hell. I can't stand a sick ass man that strive off of doing something to a fucking child. Are you serious right now? He deserves to get his ass whooped. I'm sorry for ranting right now, but that shit irritates me when I hear that shit on the news. What a man is doing to another child. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on in today's generation too. And I can't stand shit like that. It makes me sick to my stomach. You know what I mean? There's a lot of shit going on in today's generation. You have a lot of daughters disrespecting their mama. You know, I got a sister that calls her mother a bitch, says fuck you to her own mama. She says things like, I'm not going to let you see my kids when they were younger. Trying to turn the kids against the grandma. Say stuff like, I wish you have a heart attack, wish you have a stroke. My own sister, that's the way she talks to her mama. So there's a lot of daughters out there that are jealous of their mothers too, not just my sister. There's a lot of daughters out there that are jealous of their own mama because of what they accomplished, what they did in their lives, who they are as a woman, the fact that she's different from a lot of people in the population. So there's that. It's a shame that that you bring a child into the world that's jealous of the mother because of what she's done in her life, who she is when it comes to her great spirit, vibe, and energy. So anytime you have a child that's jealous of her own mother, that's not your child. They're your child when it comes to blood, the fact that you brought your child to the world. But I'm talking about as far as you know, daughter and mother. No, she's not fully your child. She's your child, but she's not fully 100%. When it comes to the love is what I'm talking about. Because anytime you have a child in your life that's jealous of you, they don't like you, really. Is they don't like you as a mother, especially if the mother is doing right by her daughter. Now, ain't all the mothers out there that's not doing right by their kids, being disrespectful and cursing them out, threatening them and beating them and all that, that's not a mother. I don't care about those mothers. Those mothers aren't mothers that treat their children wrong. You know, that goes for sons and daughters, you know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about the good mothers out there where you have a son or daughter that's jealous of the mother, a son and daughter that's jealous of the father. Those aren't your children when it comes to the love. There's not 100% love there. There's jealousy and envy. So you need to watch out. Even if they're your child, watch out, man. See, me, I love my mom. And even though me and my father don't have a good relationship like that, but I still love my father, though, you know? I love my father and especially love my mom. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when somebody brings you into the world, that's love right there. They didn't have to do that, but that's love. Um, so I told you I ain't sugarcoating nothing. I'm talking about everything because I'm real. I ain't fake. I speak facts and truth. So And even when it comes to drinks out here, man, you know, you drink more water and fruit water and vegetable water than alcohol. If you're gonna drink like that, make sure it's wine, because wine is good for you. You know what I mean? But don't drink too much of it. You know what I'm saying? But and then when it comes to drugs, like smoking weed, and don't get me wrong, people can do what they want to do when it comes to smoking weed. I just don't do it because I consider weed a drug. You know what I mean? All it does is make you high, and then you have to, it's like a temporary thing where it makes you high for a little while. Then you got to keep doing it over and over and over. And what you're doing is destroying your body cells and your heart and your lungs and stuff like that. It's not good for you. You understand what I'm saying? So, um, but yeah, so drugs is not good for you. You know, it's not good because your body's a temple. It requires you to eat healthy, drink healthy, and stay healthy. Do what you have to do to stay healthy when it comes to your body, your insides. When you do drugs, all you're doing is messing up your body. You're not embracing it. You're not enduring what God made you. He made you to be a human being. Also, He made you to take care of your body, purify it, embrace it, and do it. Because drugs, that's just temporary. Like it's and even if it was permanent, anything like that, it's still not good for you. Whatever the case is, it's not good for you. So when it comes to today's music, it's not music. It's just a lot of noise. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna tell you what music is. Music is like old school, like the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, early 2000s. That was music. You know what I mean? That was music right there, you know. Because that type of music back in the day was, it didn't glorify a bunch of bullshit and fakeness. It glorified fun, encouragement, leadership. You know what I mean? It was real, you know, storytelling, all about facts and truth, and just it was more of a generation of music than today's generation. So today's generation of music is not music. It's just all about sex, all about cars, sex, rims, clothes, jewelry, killing somebody, stuff like that. You know, then you got women on music videos showing off their bikinis and bras and talking about, you know, sex and showing off their asses and twerking and stuff like that. And so now, because of this type of music and videos, now you got children at the age of 6, 16, 25, 32, 44, 53, 63, and even 72, even 80-year-old women, even 90-year-old women are twerking on videos because of those type of videos. So those are not relationship or wife materials right there, you know. So all they seek is validation and attention. Those type of videos aren't music. Today's reality shows, all it glorifies is drama, fighting, and that's it. There's no education when it comes to reality shows. Where's the education? How is that going to spark my brain? How is that going to educate me by watching video? It's basically glorifying what we see on the news every day, and that's drama. That's it. So today's generation is messed up. Today's generation is messed up. It is really messed up. You know what I mean? So, but I want to say to all the mothers, good mothers out there, keep being good mothers. To all the good fathers out there, keep being good fathers. You know what I mean? To all the sons out there, keep loving your mama, keep loving your parents, keep loving your father. To all the daughters out there, never be jealous of your mother. Always love your mother. Always adore your mother. You know, if she adores you and loves you. You know what I mean? So just, you know, families and it's just not the same no more, for real. It's just crazy. It's gotten out of hand. So what prompted me to do this video is that I love talking about today's generation because somebody needs to talk about it so you can get the message out there. You know what I mean? So today's generation is just so chaotic and messed up. It's real messed up. And I hope that we can all embrace peace, love, and harmony instead of drama, killing, and ratchetness and ghetto-ness. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And another thing I want to mention, um, that I was looking at one of these videos about something, but I'll talk about that on the next video. But when it comes to when you are trying to get to know somebody or in a relationship, and that person's not in reciprocating the same energy you're giving them, then leave that person alone. If they don't text you back, they don't call you like you call them or text them, they don't want to have anything to do with you, or they're sleeping with somebody else, or they're talking to another person. And those are facts. Leave that person alone, because God's going to prepare you for somebody that will call and text you like you called and texting them. You know what I mean? So busy, that's a myth. Ain't nobody that busy. There's 24 hours in a day. There's 24 hours in a day. That goes for somebody you're trying to get to know, somebody you're in a relationship with right now, or a marriage now, or family, friends. It don't matter. If a person can't reciprocate the same energy you're giving them, then you don't need to be with them. They're selfish. They're fake. They're two-faced. That's fake love, fake loyalty. And again, when it comes to today's generation, man, this is what's going on in today's generation. This is what this video is about, talking about today's generation. And it's so messed up. You know what I mean? So it's crazy how we don't get along anymore. You know, even when you walk down the street, people don't say, hey, how you doing? What a nice day we're having. I like your shirt. I like your shoes. People don't compliment one another anymore. Then when you do, there's an attitude. There's some sort of ratchet and ghetto-ness when it comes to after that. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of ratchetness, ghetto-ness going on this generation. And it's sad. It's sad. So that's my film documentary for today. My name is Keith, GQ Smooth Films 2026. And today's video film documentary is called Today's Generation Part 7. So I want to say once again and always, peace, love, and harmony. God is love, and love is God. I'm going to say it again. Peace, love, and harmony. God is love, and love is God. All right? Till next time. Peace.